It's we're live.
Okay. Hi, welcome to Good Times Roll, the only D&D show where cannibalism is not only acceptable but encouraged.
I don't know if it's the only
Mostly
one.
by Galen. That's true. It's probably not the only one, which is concerning. Um, yeah, and encouraged, of course, by Galen, our sweet little gnome, who, may have encouraged it once. Just the ones. It's fine. Just the ones.
Eat that guy.
It's more of like a don't knock it till you try it kind of attitude, I think.
Oh, buddy. So, we are back again. We are missing Nettie. He may be showing up later, but until that point, we are going to be playing a player down. Out of curiosity, I don't think I asked, are one of you guys willing to ghost play him, if necessary?
I could do it unless Galen wants to. Galen, double cleric duty.
I can do it if you give me a chance to pull up his character sheet.
Up to you.
No, you've got time. So, fantastic. So, last time, you guys had, too much to my surprise, came up with a number of excellent plans on trying to collect information about a small cultish group that follows Bane. Gregor's previous god, a god of war and strife and death. You guys proceeded to take off. Some of you went to a place called the Underforge and talked to a half-orc female smith. Didn't unfortunately get too much information there, put in some orders for some pretty standard plate mail and things like that, splurged a little bit. And then you proceeded to head back. Another group, which only consisted of Gregor, went and spoke to fucking hell, what is his name?
Tannis.
Yeah.
Right. I wanted to say Talos, and I was like, nope,
Wait a minute.
that's something else.
Skyrim.
Went and talked to Tanis, got some information, and was actually invited to a meeting with the cult tonight. Presumably the meeting you guys are trying to track down. And another group of you decided to ambush a messenger in an alleyway. Did it successfully, found out that Zara has some interesting hidden talents.
She's seen some shit.
She's seen some shit. Interesting hidden talents. Managed to grab the messenger, stuffed it inside the bag of holding, and sprinted right back.
That's such a bad idea.
Had to make sure they didn't suffocate first. Almost. Not quite.
Almost.
And then proceeded to interrogate him, only to find out information about this meeting and not a whole lot. He unfortunately didn't know too much about the actual plans of the group, just that there was a meeting going down tonight and that was going down in the Underforge. So, the last session ended with something thumping against the back door softly.
Oh shit, that's right. I forgot that happened.
Thump. Thump.
And it's still going. If we sit there for like 30 seconds, does it just continue to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Or you just go check it out.
I mean, fuck you, but alright. Shit, fine. Can I
Wait, Gregor, go check it out.
try to like stealthily go to the door?
Sure, make a stealth check.
I got
In your own
heavy-
home.
Real
I got
quiet.
him.
Sneaking around his
Well,
own
wait.
house.
If I'm in my own lair,
Just make a fucking stealth check.
If I'm in my own
I
lair.
got heavy armor. Does that cancel out my
It doesn't
disadvantage?
fucking matter. Just make a stealth check.
It matters. Hold on, here, let me pull up these skills. Could be a beholder on the other side of that door. You never know.
You never know.
Number 9. I got
Yeah.
a 9.
Oh boy.
You got a 9. Okay.
9. So I hit it, flip over a table by accident.
So you kind of like bump into stuff as you're moving over. Your armor's kind of clanging. It's not super stealthy. You kind of do creep up to the door. This small from one of your boot covers. Finally get up. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna slowly. Is it a door that like pulls open or pushes open?
It pulls open.
Okay, so I'm just gonna slowly pull it open.
At first, you look out and you don't actually see anything. It's dusk, the light has mostly fallen, and you don't see anything kind of like out on your back porch, back patio area, until you feel something trying to push past your foot. And look down, and what you actually see is a small black bulbous plant with a bright electric blue, like almost palm fronds coming up the top. It's got 2 little feet and like a wide smile, and the leaves are over the rest of its what you would assume would be a face. And as it proceeds to bump into you, you actually feel a shock of electricity run up your leg.
Oh.
It proceeds to like kind of like walk inside and then kind of look up at you as much as something like this can look up at you. Just go, "Oh."
I'm just gonna speak to it, I guess, in common and Elvish, and be like, hey, stop, in common, and then be like, it's a plant. Does it understand me? I don't know.
When you put your hand down, it just kind of goes, "Woo," and it takes a few steps back on stubby legs, and then flops onto its back and just goes,
It's like, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna yell to the guys and be like, hey, I think my meat garden made a plant person.
Oh fuck.
I told you. I told you it would work.
That just sounds terrifying.
My meat garden made a plant person.
Is he cute?
Is that a euphemism?
Or it cute?
I imagine it's pretty cute.
I guess I go up and look at it. It's just
Literally,
it's just sitting there.
It's about this big, and it just kind of like sees you coming, and then like proceeds to like kind of like scoot up next to your foot again, Regis. It doesn't shock you this time. It just kind of like tries to hide behind your foot and kind of.
It's gonna be like, oh, it's okay, little plant feller.
Little thing, you.
Little thing. Smaller than I, guy.
I look at it and I say, "What do you want?"
It proceeds to just fucking it shocks Regis again as it turns around to run back up and runs back outside.
Son of a bitch.
And like these are not like harmful shocks, right? Like it just kind of gets startled and accidentally hit you with a little bit and ran back outside. You see like the like these little crackles of electricity like on its palm fronds and kind of like arcing off onto stuff as it runs back outside.
Where are you going? I just wanted to ask. Wow, way to go, Regis.
You don't know how to talk to meat garden babies.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
I grew this myself.
How did you fertilize that? Never mind. I don't even want to ask.
Rogar peed on it. I saw him. I didn't want him to, but he did it.
Is it still out? Did it like keep going, or did it like stop outside the door?
I mean, the door's not fully open, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that was weird. Should you go get your child, or should we just let him go?
Yeah. Can I go scamper after him?
Mm-hmm.
I'll run
He's
after
just
you.
he's just a few feet away from the door.
Just gonna
When you walk
slow.
out, it kind of like hobbles up and just kind of like bumps up against your leg again, and you realize that was like it was just thumping against the door trying to get in.
Aw. What a little dumbass.
Idiot.
Can I, like, just... How big is it?
Maybe that big.
Okay, can I, like, put down my hands and, like, see if it wants to, like, get in my hands?
It like just like runs and just kind of like as much as it can run, waddles quickly, and like proceeds to kind of jump up into your hands.
Huh.
I'm just gonna, like, raise it up and just kind of carry it inside.
Well, that's new. Is Zara still with us?
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize any animals like this or plants like whatever this is?
Zara sees it and her eyes just go.
Yes.
Is that kind of where did that come from? It kind of looks like one of the monsters outside the gates.
Came from the meat garden. I grew
what?
it.
You grew it?
I grew it, yeah.
How did you grow it?
Can we go check? Let's go confirm. Let's go check the meat garden first and see if there's like a hole or something like it came out. Let's go.
Sure.
I want to go look and see where we just buried all the meat.
Sure enough, there's a hole.
What
about
the
same
fuck?
size.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. This island's fucking weird.
Probably the meat probably attracted it.
I want to try to talk to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it down next to Galen's face.
I have speak with small beasts, so I'm gonna try to communicate with it.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let's beasts.
So I'm gonna kind of like hold my hands up and just do like a little, "Hey, buddy, where'd you come from?"
What is? Oh, it's a forest gnome ability.
Ah, nice.
Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up what like the actual.
No, you're good. It's fairly short. It just says, "Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas with smaller beasts."
Okay. So what did you ask it?
I asked it where it came from.
It proceeds to kind of like wiggle out of Regis's grasp, drop to the ground, and then run back outside to the hole, and it like just kind of pops up and down.
He's like what are those things from Sonic Adventures? The
The little
fucking
chow.
chows. Yeah,
Wow.
chows.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Cows.
I remember those things.
It excitedly like runs back up to you.
Hey, do you know who your parents are?
It proceeds to run over and run into Regis's leg again.
Oh,
Oh, it's so adorable.
you have a congratulations,
You're
Regis.
dad.
You have a boy or girl or
I
thing.
I never knew the day would come.
Can I try feeding it?
Sure, what are you gonna try feeding it?
Eating it?
Pull out some meat from my backpack. See if it'll eat it.
Or the ground.
It kind of walks up and like and then proceeds to open its mouth, and it does have like actual teeth.
Oh shit.
Grabs it.
Does it appear at all like that monster that we fought the stormy night that we like came here?
A little bit.
Like similarities?
Little
Okay.
Not
Shit.
completely. Like this appears to be something a little different. Like the other monster didn't have fucking leaves growing out of the top of its head.
Oh wow.
But it's definitely the same black skin and the same like lightning attributes.
Regis, I think you
it
just
wonders-
created an abomination of nature.
I feel like Monster Manual, I know what it is, but like character-wise, I don't know.
It like wanders around the living room and eventually finds like Thray, like with like a cup down on the ground, proceeds to fucking knock the cup out of Thray's hand and then start lapping at the rum.
Okay.
Just kind of like,
So-
look, he likes the things we like.
First
Wow.
day it's born, we're getting him drunk. Okay.
All right.
He's like he's
Maybe
one of the
we shouldn't
family.
poison it.
Then it proceeds to kind of again waddle back over to Rogar, and in a very, very like shitty version of Draconic says hi.
Why?
Like that's it. Just like hi.
I want to reach down and just pat it on the head. Good little plant
Aw.
monster thing.
It kind of like enjoys the patting, and then proceeds to just kind of like wander around. Goes back to lapping up the rum.
Aw.
Okay. So we have a little one in the house now. We gotta set some ground rules. I'm just kidding.
I was redoing the upstairs.
For midnight.
Gotta get one of those those gates for the stairs.
Baby gate.
As you guys have touched it, its skin seems almost like rubbery. I don't want to say like rubber, but it's got like this kind of like slick, kind of like taut feeling to it. And as you touched it, it didn't appear to have bones. Like you don't know, it might have bones. As presumably it has some sort of bones, but like
So
it doesn't seem like it's gonna get hurt. Like it's gonna get hurt if it falls down the stairs.
So you're saying
It's squishy like a baby.
Push it over.
What was that, Rogar?
So you're saying it's a dodgeball with teeth.
Basically, that'll
Nice.
what shoots people.
So we can use
We
it
can. Oh,
as a weapon.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I mean,
That poor baby.
probably.
I'm gonna.
You
I'm
probably
gonna
could
like.
use it as a weapon.
I'm gonna like kneel down and just kind of like tickle its stomach and be like, I'm gonna call it Zap Zap.
Zap, zap.
Little Zap Zap.
It like falls over and its little tiny feet start kicking, and then it proceeds to shock you.
Neat.
Neat.
We're like, ah,
Sick.
Zap Zap of love.
Aw. He does what he does what his name is. That's so great.
So that happened.
Well, should we get back to the mission at hand? It is happening tonight.
The messenger's just kind of like trying to like see what's going on and is just so confused. Zara's eyeing this thing up like just like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is it doing? She's very concerned. Therese pissed because it knocked over his.
Zara,
I'll
this
call
is Zap Zap. Zap Zap, this is Zara.
She kind of looks like it and she's like, okay. Where did. That thing's gonna kill us once it gets bigger. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, I think it has a
I
bond with
wanna-
Regis.
Yeah.
I'll go over to it and I'll say, "We'll protect you if you don't hurt us."
It just kind of looks at you and like, kind of like bobs its head up and down.
And I lean in closer and go, "Ever."
It looks up at you. It stops bobbing, looks up, and then just like grins a big toothy smile.
I'll
I'm
take
gonna-
that as a yes.
Yes for now.
As far as you can tell, it's a yes.
I'm gonna,
It's a slightly aggressive yes, but a yes nonetheless.
I'm gonna whisper like, zap him, shock him.
It proceeds to start like waddling as fast as it can, and then it falls and rolls forward and
Ah,
gets pretty close to your feet, Galen.
I just do
And-
the little thing where you like shuffle back really quickly.
Okay. It's like as it's rolling though, you notice that there are little arcs of electricity like hitting like parts of the floor. It just like rolls to a stop and like kind of gets up and it's like looks back at Regis,
oh,
looks back at you, looks back at
tried.
Regis.
you tried. Still
I'll
I'll reach out
around.
my finger and just lightly touch it so he can say he zapped me.
When you do, he actually proceeds to give you a pretty decent shock.
Ow.
Sheesh.
Where's my fucking D4?
I got damage from this?
Shit,
4
my
points of
bad.
lightning damage.
How much?
4.
Alright. I'm just gonna.
Like, hits you hard. Like, your entire hand goes numb.
Oh, fuck.
Mother. Yeah.
See if I protect you if we ever are in danger.
It just bears that big toothy smile again, and then
Oh,
wanders back
God.
to Regis.
You can probably take care of yourself, though.
Aw. Hey, little guy.
So, that's going on.
All right. So I'm having a hard time remembering what we gathered from this Drow messenger last time. That.
Mostly that there were more than just the people you guys had in the dossier.
Mm-hmm.
That the leader of the group,
Is Tanis also called
Tanis.
the Hand?
was also called the Hand, and that the meeting was happening at the Underforge tonight around midnight.
The Underforge.
That's right. Okay. And then we found out like who each person was. I think like we pointed
Yeah.
out all the pictures and.
Yep,
Hmm.
and not exactly each person. He
But
didn't
just,
know
like-
who a couple of them were, but for the most part.
Gotcha.
You guys want to go down to this Underforge?
You probably should at least go scope it out. Maybe I don't know, hole up somewhere nearby and just like keep an eye on the place until this meeting starts. And then I don't know, what do you guys want to do? Well, the whole Gregor got an invite to it, I think, but I don't know if we knew that because I don't know if he told us.
We can assume that he probably told you
Okay.
at this point. When now that you guys are like trying to plan something else, he probably informed you that he got an invite.
Which kind of throws a wrench into things because I want like Natty to play that out. But
Mm.
Oh god, I didn't even think about that.
well, I guess if he does show up at some point,
That would have been fun
That's
for him to
true.
roleplay.
yeah.
If you guys like want that to go, we can kind of do a post haste and afterwards, and I can have one of you guys roll some persuasion checks to see how it went. Okay.
Okay, yeah, we could do something.
Okay.
Whatever works.
Yeah. So. Okay, so yeah, found out that he has a invitation. You know where it is. You know what time. What you guys gonna do?
What do you guys think? Should we go try and get Gregor in, or should Gregor go on his own, and then we can like tail him or like I said, hang out nearby and like I don't know how we would know what's going on in there, or should we just like
Maybe,
Gregor should go and just figure shit out, and I don't know.
And,
all, wear really big cloaks and walk over there together.
Like
Gregor
guns?
gets
Like stacked on each other's shoulders.
They
Yeah.
might
Yeah.
have noticed that. Maybe.
like trench coats.
Yeah. Hey.
I like the idea of having Gregor sneak in there. Just gotta figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, we could just stand at the ready.
Okay.
I think I could go. This is my Gregor voice. If you weren't.
Okay.
I think I could go undetected, but I don't know. Maybe you guys shouldn't come with me.
Do you think that would work? Like, would they even? They obviously wouldn't let us in. I don't think.
You'd have if you came with me, you'd have to stay kind of back behind
Okay.
everyone.
Does
Like,
anyone
Where you
here?
couldn't be seen, I think I was told not to bring anyone, if I remember properly.
Does anyone
Do
here
you
have the
have,
ability to
thinking?
disguise other people?
Hmm.
Who have the ability?
Does anybody?
have the
Yeah, I'm
ability?
just asking.
I do not.
Galen does not.
I was gonna say if we could like, you could make me look like that guy and point to the guy in the chair, and then we could like, I could just show up with, I don't know, try and play it off like I'm him, but I don't know if that's gonna work.
What about our Zira friend? Or
Oh yeah. You got like a disguise kit?
She's like, actually, I don't. Give me a second. I'm actually not sure if she does.
She do.
Oh, good lord. Sorry, I gotta pull up the. My files so I can figure out.
How are we gonna communicate with Greg there if something goes wrong, like he gets found out?
That's what I'm wondering. Is like if
Ray's like, I can cast sending. Give it 5-10 minutes, and I can cast it. Ask him if he's doing okay, and he should be able to respond.
that could work.
But that's assuming nothing happens immediately.
But I feel like at this point, Gregor said before that he is at least interested in what's going on. So I think he could pass as forthright. I don't know. He's not necessarily like completely lying in terms of like wanting to know what they're about.
I mean,
I,
that's how.
I think as long as I stay with Tanis, I'll be fine.
Did Tanis tell him to come alone?
I think so.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second. I just figured out how to get to my.
Because if this,
on my
if like
tablet.
tomorrow's this alleged attack, then tonight's the plan. The big. It's either they've planned it already, and tonight they're gonna start it, or tonight they're gonna plan it all. So they might try and rope Gregor into the whole plot, which is kind of what we want, really.
I know when Tanis was talking to me, he said something like, we could maybe use you, I think is what he said.
Well, that's true.
I guess that would.
I guess it's our best plan right now. Is you meet up with Tanis somewhere, or just go to this place at midnight. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember exactly what Tanis told Gregor when he was like mentioning it to him, like if he should come to him or if they should meet there.
I believe he said that it should be there.
Okay. And then we could just wait nearby and maybe just listen, or like you said, Thray, you could send a message, maybe like a little ways in, and just see if things are going good or bad, and then we can move. If worst case,
You'd only need 1 or 2 words. I mean, yes or no.
And
So
this is
that's-
Galen. Hi. He says that in character too. I don't know how well versed in magic these guys are, but I could cast like a magical eye that we can see through, or I can see through.
Oh, really?
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
But it's probably detectable if they have any sort of way to figure that out.
Well, let's see.
Thray holds up his finger and then proceeds to pull the eyeball necklace out of a pocket.
Oh shit!
As-
Put that on Gregor.
What's
Oh.
that?
Oh wait,
Ray's like,
you don't know
no,
what that
no,
is.
we have to have it, and we can see through Greg.
Wait.
Wait, yeah, see through Gregor's.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought
He
there
like
was.
he like tosses it at Galen. For the record, Galen, it's a necklace with a wet eyeball attached to the end of it.
This is gross. Whose eye is this?
Somebody's. I hope
Probably
somebody's.
innocent.
It's all red. I think it has pink eye.
Probably. A little dehydrated, I'm sure.
We got it from some hags, so I'm sure that's what happened.
Questionable
Anybody
means.
else want to hold on to it for a while?
I'll take it. I want to check on Steve anyway.
So gets handed over to Rogar. Are you immediately gonna check on Steve?
Yeah.
Good. So this one, you close your eyes and kind of focus, and you come to looking at the inside of a very, very well furnished room. It's all stone. You appear to be in a pool of some sort, maybe a foot and a half above the edge of the water. You see a woman covered in like thin fabrics sitting on the edge of the pool, completely covered head to toe. And around the area, you see plates of food and gold and cushions.
Wow.
Two servants stand at the other side of the room, kind of on their knees, just waiting. And they appear to be like have matching items. Steve doesn't turn his head, so you don't see any more than that. But that's what you got from this.
Wow.
What was?
I relay all that to the group. Tell them Steve's doing good.
Wow. Sounds like
What
a real.
was this?
Sounds like a real. He's made a home for himself somewhere, Rogar. You should be proud.
Looks like he's a king now, or a god or something.
Oh, Steve. Okay.
Or a pet.
For the people at home, Steve is again the crocodile that these guys made friends with.
Friends.
He got sucked into the ritual that gave them the ability to see through this eye, and then they proceeded to leave him down in a. Did you guys ever actually get him out of the pit?
No,
And
he,
the-
was, he,
I think
he was
that's
just
where he
looking at
stayed.
bodies.
He was chewing on dead body
and then
parts.
he got popped up by the succubus. Right. So yes, Steve's a crocodile.
He's a dick.
He was not a dick.
Yeah, he was.
What?
Aw.
He did nothing wrong.
He let Chase do unspeakable things.
He's
Yeah, he
pretty
was a
good weapon.
pusher.
Pretty good weapon.
He was an enabler.
Yeah.
He was a pretty
Enabler.
good weapon.
Okay, well, yeah, we
So-
can use that to see through Gregor's eyes. I guess that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So we'll just do that every so often, and then hopefully we'll be
I
able
mean,
to good. Or we can just do it the whole time.
limit. One of you guys could literally just do it the whole time,
Well, yeah, that's a good
and
idea.
then just describe what's going on.
Okay, yeah, let's fuck, we could just stay here, but I guess we should be nearby in case something happens. And we learned where. Oh yeah, because it's at the forge.
The Underforge. Yeah.
Is there anywhere we know of near the forge, like I don't know,
There's a number of different like warehouses and other things right nearby. It wouldn't be hard to
Hey.
Here. Oh,
find a
wait,
place.
it's working.
He's
Oh,
here.
no. Sorry.
it's Natty.
Ah, finally shows up.
He made it just in time to go do stuff that is important to the story.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad
Two
you're
things,
here,
Natty.
Natty. I do a terrible Gregor voice.
That's pretty good.
So, Gregor, two things happened. One,
Do
the
we-
thumping at the back door was a small creature named Zap Zap.
Zap zap. I like it.
It
So-
is a. What were you gonna say?
Remember when Regis buried all that meat and said he was gonna grow a meat garden?
It grew
Yes.
a cat instead.
Well, it made a small pet thing that came out of the ground and thinks Regis is his dad.
That's concerning. What did we
It's
eat?
about this.
What's
It's
in the
about this
soil?
big. It's got the same like rubbery, taut skin consistency as the thing that you fought on the beach before.
The thing they tried
Um,
to eat.
It has
Yep.
small palm fronds, like that cover over most of its face. It has a big, wide mouth that, when it opens up its mouth, is full of teeth. And when you startle it, it electrocutes you.
Wait, this thing has
Pretty
palm
neat.
fronds growing out of its head?
Yeah,
It's adorable. I think.
it is cute. I think it's cute.
I think it's
who,
cute.
who named it Zap Zap?
Its
Nice.
father, obviously.
Excuse me.
Clearly.
What a stupid question.
I grew it myself from what was that, like salamander bits?
Sure.
Monster chunks.
Yeah.
Wait, what the hell is this?
Monster chunks watered with rum, I believe, is what it was.
God.
It does
And
like
they-
Mm-hmm. And the other thing is that you've been volunteered to go undercover in this cult meeting.
I mean, I volunteered. I was there for that.
They're gonna keep track of you with the eyeball necklace thing.
Oh, okay, we don't have to redo the ritual or whatever.
Oh, it's permanent.
No, but I forgot how we decide who we're looking through.
Just close your eyes and focus.
Wait, let me ask this again. The person who's wearing the necklace can see through someone else, right?
The person who's wearing the necklace can see through the eyes of anybody else that was a part of that ritual. So you can't see through Galen's eyes. You can't see through Regis's eyes.
Really, it's just me, Thorane, Ariel, and Rogar.
Yeah.
Yep, and Steve.
Can you
Which
write
they-
a whole
that
story
was-
of what happened to Steve?
They checked on Steve again. Steve is in a very well-furnished room with attendants and a pool of water.
And a beautiful woman
Wait,
scantily
are
clad
they
next to him.
his attendants?
We don't
What?
know.
Are they his attendants?
Who knows? You just saw attendants in a room.
That'll be
and
the
he was
next
sitting
quest.
in a pool of water.
Once we get off this godforsaken
well, he's
island.
sitting about a foot and a half above a pool of water.
Did it look
There's whores.
Rogard, did it look vaguely like the succubus's lair where we fought her?
Who's
No.
barking? I want to say hi.
I don't remember what that layer looked like.
Well, it
Dog,
was
I
like-
want to hug your dog.
It was like a hot tub.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't. It was a style similar to what you guys saw, like in that region, like with the stonework and things like that. But it definitely wasn't the succubus's lair.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. Anywho.
So, anyways, so that's what's happening. So, you guys want to do anything else before you get ready to go?
So Gregor,
Yeah.
are you down with that? That plan? Does that sound cool?
What was the plan? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Did you mention like that Tanis wanted you to come to this meeting tonight?
No, I don't think I had a chance to tell anyone what happened yet. I came in, they were torturing.
Yeah.
His name.
We made the assumption that you would have told them most of what happened.
Okay, I'm done.
If you want to, I don't know. We can pretend.
No. I mean, I definitely would have told you guys. I wouldn't have wanted to tell you guys in front of the guy.
Okay.
Okay, we can move. Yeah, we could have gone to a different room or something.
Didn't he tell us last time that he's not like a hardcore believer? He just kind of got roped into it.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
but people will say anything when they're tied up and being tortured, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why torture connect doesn't actually work.
Zone of Truth does, I think.
What?
What?
Oh, there's no truth. That's right. It does work.
So we figured you would go to the meeting because that you got like you got the inn basically,
I got a
And-
big in.
and we could put the eye on you and we can keep the eye and then watch through your eyes what's going on in case things go down. We can like come in and help, or we can just play it cool in case they like invite you to be part of the whole thing, and then we'll have an
Yeah.
inside man, just kind of what we want.
The Crimson Eye of Cerberus? Yeah, that works.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it totally works. And you guys, yeah, he gave the address that he gave you in the torture. It wasn't exactly, yeah, it was. Matches the one that I got from Candace.
Yes.
And Galen, were you gonna say something?
Yeah. Rogar, Regis, you guys have been to the Underforge, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Do you happen to know of anything safe there, or like near there, that we could wait it out? And
There were
run
like
to-
some other shops and some other side alleys and stuff. I mean,
That kind
I'm
of.
sure they're
Yeah.
too hard to.
Was it close to that one gauntlet place?
It was like a bunch of warehouses.
Yeah.
One gauntlet place.
Like I forgot what it was called. It was like where the fighting pit's at.
Oh, the fortress. The castle?
Is it called the fortress?
Like the entertainment district place?
Yeah.
Oh. It's a little ways away.
Okay, so not
It's
that close.
closer. It's closer than everything else was. to you guys.
Gotcha.
But it definitely wasn't. I've got the map pulled up, don't I?
I think so.
I think it's up. Yeah.
I don't know that, do you?
Let me.
Oh.
Yeah, so the fortress is down there, and that is much closer to where it is. So this place is sort of in between the fortress and your guys' house, and those areas with the bigger buildings, like right. Sorry, I gotta put the pointer.
Oh, do we have Roll20 maps?
It's somewhere in that
Oh,
area.
I see. Okay. Oh, I see. That's where the Underforge is.
Yeah.
Wait, for some reason I assumed because we haven't had it in a while. We don't have a map.
Oh, it's on roll 20.
Yeah. Damn it.
Cool.
Never.
So, from what you guys remember, that like Rogar said, there was a number of shops, alleys, some warehouses, that sort of thing. Plenty of
Is that short
ample
as sheep?
places to hide.
Gotcha. All right.
So,
Well, I'm just gonna gather up my stuff, my normal stuff, and we can hopefully find a place to like hunker down and watch. Gregor, do you feel prepared? Ready to go?
I mean, I'm nervous.
As prepared as you're ever gonna be.
Yeah, that's about right.
Would you like Zapzak to shock you a little bit?
No, I think. Why
No,
would you?
you
say-
know, no.
Zap Zap kind of like looks at you and goes, "Huh?"
I'll just kind of like pick him
And
up
then proceeds
put
to
him
kind of
down
like
somewhere.
waddle towards your feet.
Here you go.
We're gonna have to do some work figuring out how smart exactly is he.
He's
But-
pretty smart.
He follows basic
It seems
commands.
that way.
He shocked Galen, even though Galen tried to make a deal with him.
He
Tried to
can
make a deal
understand
with-
most of what I say, though.
He also spoke a single word of Draconic.
He
So.
did.
That's
I
right.
speak Draconic.
Nice.
Wait, do I?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm.
Why don't you guys know? Yeah, I do speak Draconic. I don't know why I do, but I definitely do speak Draconic.
I don't know why you do either.
Hmm.
That's fucked up.
It came to me in a dream.
So, all right. So, do you guys want to do anything before you head out?
I'm good. I'm
just
ready.
we're gonna pick up Zapzak and Zap and put him in a pack, and then just put some meat in there with him, like
Smart.
my pack to carry.
There's you feel like a very gentle movement, and some kind of slurping, chomping sounds,
Oh, good.
and then a contented, and then it just goes still.
Like it fell asleep.
Or it died. Hope. I mean, what?
I just gotta whisper, "Sweet dreams, sweet prince."
Ew.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a beer.
Hey,
Decide
let's
if
go.
you guys want to do anything to prep anything before you go. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna be
Okay.
Natty.
I don't think I want to do anything.
I don't. I think I'm pretty good.
I'm pretty good too.
I think if anything, I might want to give Gregor a little boost of confidence, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, a little liquid courage,
We get a drink as well.
Okay.
or like a cleric boost.
A what? A buff?
Cleric boost? Isn't that what they call them? I don't know how clerics work.
Sure. Call it whatever you want.
little bump. Bump in
All
the night.
right. You guys get everything going?
More or less. Kyler went to get a drink, as well.
Okay. So, was there anything that I need to know about that you guys prep?
I think Galen, did you want? Is that a spell you want to cast, or is that something else? You're gonna wait till he gets
Yes.
back.
I was gonna wait until he's like ready to hear it.
Aware what it is. Makes sense.
Okay. What is it that you're gonna cast? Just so I know.
I was gonna use enhance ability
Nice.
Okay.
on
Let
him.
me look it up because I don't know that one.
I think it just makes it so you can add your proficiency bonus to something, or like
So there's a bunch of different ones that you can choose. I was thinking I would give him advantage on charisma checks.
oh, that's what it is. You choose like each like an animal thing, or like wisdom of the
Mhm.
owl, or strength of the
That
bear.
one's Eagle's Splendor.
Yeah, okay, that's charisma. Gotcha.
Eagles.
That's
Eagle.
pretty dope, actually.
Which is cool. Eagle.
Up to an hour. He can talk good then.
He can do the talkings.
Do the talk.
Seriously, that's a really badass spell.
Mm-hmm. I haven't ever really had a chance to use it before.
And now you do. Look at that. Opening
Okay.
doors.
With enhanced skills or whatever it is.
All right, so we're going to assume that Natty can figure it out. So you guys proceed to head out. At this point, the bells have rung, or like ringing-ish. Like everybody's kind of the bells for dusk have
I
rang,
see those bells.
but everybody's still kind of out and about, right?
Mhm.
Because it's like a festival night. You hear people out singing in the distance. The guards are like hardcore patrolling the walls, but sounds of fighting outside or anything like that. So you guys proceed to make it to the area. Like I said, there's a few different things. Like Rogar said, there's an alleyway full of crates and stuff that you can hide in. There is a warehouse that's locked up, but appears to have a nice kind of loading window up on the second floor that you guys might be able to perch up in. And there are 2 shops to either side of the Underforge.
Let's see.
Gregor, while this is going on,
Oh shit.
once you get there, Galen's going to cast Enhance Abilities,
Ooh,
specifically Eagle Splendor, which gives you advantage on charisma checks.
nice.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you very much.
You got the blue blue. It's no
Thanks,
more.
buddy.
Sounds just like gnome.
I'm gonna activate my my ring of jumping and try and get on another roof.
Okay.
Oh, you have one too? I have ring of jump. No, I have a ring of dexterity.
So you proceed to get on one of the roofs.
Okay. And just
With your abilities, I'm just going to assume that you
Yeah.
can climb up
and
to a roof.
essentially at this point with my 120-foot dark vision and hopefully a solid perch nearby, like I'm thinking like on one of the buildings either next to the Underforge or like maybe across from the Underforge. Actually, across
Okay.
would be better if I could swing it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm gonna kind of be lookout. I'm just gonna look for like I'm just gonna watch passerbys and any kind of foot traffic in the streets, and just
Okay.
see if anyone looks suspicious or like
So,
like they're doing
yeah.
something weird.
So I should say, for the most part, the streets are pretty empty. There's a few workers, but it's dark. It's a festival. People are out doing stuff or at home.
Gotcha.
Nobody's working.
Cool.
So
The
it's pretty-
festival is tomorrow, isn't it?
so
Well-
it was starting today.
Tomorrow's
Oh.
tomorrow's the mask thing, the masquerade.
Yeah,
Right?
tomorrow's the masquerade and the like big festivities, so like carnival games, all that jazz. But today is a day that most people just kind of like take off and like relax, have fun, go grab drinks, eat, shop, that sort of stuff. So, you get up there, make a perception check.
Okay.
Which one? Who?
Me.
Aramel. What are the rest of you doing while Aramel's up, keeping watch?
I guess you said, is there a crowd of people kind of nearby?
No, it's pretty empty.
Oh, okay. I'll just kind of try to hide off somewhere around the side of a building,
Okay.
looking down the way at the Underforge.
At
Okay.
yonder porch.
I'm just kind of stretching out, trying to limber up.
Okay.
Yeah, get like a hand axe ready.
My boy's getting ready for a fight.
Hell yeah.
Here.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 14 on my
I'm gonna,
perception.
I'm gonna lean up against the nearest wall and sit down and pull my hood over my face and pretend I'm homeless.
Nice.
Very nice. Are you sitting away from them?
Like maybe like 5 feet away from Regis.
Okay, so
Like
still
close enough to
relative.
hear him, but like pretending like I don't know him.
You can't pretend not to know Regis. Yeah, you can. I'm just kidding. What happened?
Do I know you?
Do I know you?
Look, Discord bros.
Ah.
No, shut up! I'm doing a thing.
Thray has begun drinking again and proceeds to just kind of like lay down on one side of the alleyway and just kind of curl up. Zara actually scrambles up next to you, Aramel.
How?
Just gonna like gets up and
I think Regis-
not as gracefully as you.
Is she a
Not
climber?
as nicely as you, but she gets up there
Dang.
Dang, girl.
and just kind of like.
Dang.
Damn.
So we're just kind of keeping watch.
Just keep quiet.
Okay.
If you notice anyone looking our way, pop your head down.
Murder them.
But really, I'm just looking for anyone who is either going in or out of the forge and looks nefarious.
So, what did you get for your perception check?
14.
14. Okay.
13.
So you see a few people, typically groups of 1 or 2. You do see one group of 3 enter through the front door of the Underforge, that one that they went into. That's on the ground level,
Mm-hmm.
not actually to the store itself, but underneath.
Now,
Each time they go up,
at this point, has Gregor gone in yet? Or is he waiting? Did he go find Tanis?
I don't know.
Gregor,
I would have proceeded straight there.
oh, so you just went in?
That's a good point. I guess. Oh yeah. What did you tell me last time? To go there. I think it would be obvious, right? We're trying to go like the only open place there.
He had wasn't there a passphrase?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, I feel like there was a passphrase.
Oh, there was. I have it right here. Am I allowed to tell everyone?
What did I tell you it was when I showed up?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yes.
I had written it down, but apparently not.
The password is black as night.
Oh, I do remember that.
Fucking gods.
Yeah. So I would have. Yeah.
Yeah. So were you going in, or were you gonna wait a few minutes?
I'm gonna let my nervousness show and just like pace back and forth a few times, and like work up the nerve to go in there. And then yeah, I'm gonna knock on the whatever door.
Okay.
So when you said I saw 3 people go in, what were they like? Builds of these people? They look normal. Average?
They just look like typical humanoids.
Okay.
Standard 5-6 foot height. 2 of them were kind of like bundled up, like they're all kind of like bundled up and secretive looking now that they've gotten closer.
Also, if possible, could I keep count of how many people go into the Underforge?
Mhm.
Okay. And I'll actually I'll get Zara in on it. I'll tell her like that we're keeping count, and I'll
Yeah.
like count them off and have her try and remember too.
Okay. So while this was going on, so I'm going to assume that you took at least a couple minutes before you went in, Gregor.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like pacing back and forth.
You saw those 3 people go in, and they proceed to come up to the door. So Rogar, I'm assuming at this point you have your eyes closed and you're watching.
Yep, watching everything.
He sees all.
So Gregor, you get up to the door. It's just a plain metal door. Very, very like on the nose crime story. A little slat opens looks down at you and goes,
What's the password?
Black as night.
It's a husky female voice and goes, "No, I'm not doing it."
Fuck, fuck.
Aw.
Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay.
I haven't seen Oktoberfest in a long time. Beer Fest.
Yeah, there you go.
Beer fest.
So, looks down and goes, "We are the hand," and then just trails off.
Black as night.
The door, you hear a thunk as a bolt slides, the door opens, and you come inside. You haven't seen this, and I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of what the room looks like again. Inside, you see a fairly large room. I would say 67 feet across. The room is quadrisected, so basically there are two small streams of lava running through the room. They power 4 forges on either end, or on each end of the stream. And there are small bridges going across these. There's this set of stairs going down. The ceiling is about 20 feet high. On the other end, you see another staircase going up to presumably a back door or something like that. And as you come in, you can see at this point you seem to be almost be late to the party. There's roughly 20 to 25 people inside milling about.
Oh boy, this is big.
They're all wearing various dark cloaks or dark,
Not like the
clothing.
most conspicuous bunch ever.
Zara, we're up to, we're up to 3,
and it's
right?
one of these,
3? Okay, there's like 4 people in there. Probably.
right, and just so you know, you and Zara can't, you're not close enough to Rogar to be,
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
communicating
we're
with
just.
him directly.
I literally think there's 4 people in there right now.
5, because you saw somebody open the door.
Yeah, there's like nobody in there. It's a really small gathering. We can take.
And they're all milling about. Again, shields, armor, swords, other weapons, just kind of strewn about the place on tables and things like this. Of particular interest is one corner of the room is mostly empty. There's 2 or 3 people over there. One of whom is not wearing anything over his head, and you recognize immediately as Tanis.
Everyone else in the room is hooded.
Hooded or trying to kind of disguise themselves somehow, that sort of idea.
Oh shit.
Tanis is over in this corner and he's speaking with people, and this area of the room is mostly empty. I was gonna say, trying to think if there's anything else. There's those vents that have the small magical runes to pull the light out of it, and then a stalactite in the center. Yeah, that's about it. So what are you gonna do?
Oh man. I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry, I gotta change the music. Give me a second. Gotta
Yeah,
use something.
it was all cows and shit, and I was like, this is a distraction.
Yeah.
There's all cows down there. They pull their hoods back and everyone's a cow.
Moo, motherfucker.
The disguise is that we think they're people.
We are the hand.
Let me turn that. Maybe I'll turn my sound back on again.
They're not gonna milk us anymore.
Nope.
Oh, there it is. Nope, there's
Okay.
not.
No, that was a little too intense.
When the DM plays the intense music.
That fits. I can see it. Dark room,
There we
hooded
go.
figures. creepy black hands
That's
rooms
better.
to suck the light out of the room.
Give me 1 second.
Someone's just banging a cowbell in the corner.
Who's paying a what?
Okay, so you guys are
Oh,
you guys are
cowbell. I got
in
a
the
fever,
room.
and the only
Okay.
cure. I'm sorry.
No, I was just
What?
gonna say. So I'm gonna switch it so you guys can see what it looks like. You guys are in the room, but not like in the room, if that makes sense.
And really,
Yeah.
it's just Rogar and Gregor that can see this technically, right?
Wait,
As
where's?
you-
Sorry, I missed something. Where is Robert that he can see this?
I can see through your own eyes.
He's wearing the eye.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
you see, I see.
The Crimson Iron Cerebus? Yes, that one.
Yep, that one.
And anything you can do, he can do better.
Oh,
Neat.
hey, I'm there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You guys are in there. As you get closer
I don't
to
want to be there.
Tanis, Gregor, you see that part of the reason it was that corner was empty is that now there's a runic circle gently glowing blue.
I'm awkward and weird, so I'm going to make my way. I'm going to make. Oh, can I control my character or should I not? Or do you want to do it for me?
What?
Should I control my character or do you want to do it for me?
Can you not move your character?
I cannot.
I can't move mine.
I can
Really?
move
I adjusted all of your guys' so that you could. This is really annoying.
Damn it, free roll20 service, you suck.
Hey, they might be watching.
No, we're just kidding. You're
No,
really
that makes
probably
sense.
not.
Because it was the one day that you guys weren't going to be there, so I planned it so that I had control.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, and Regis, you should have control of yours, but let me.
Maybe I should have stayed at work today and let you guys try so I can't fuck it up.
I'll reload it too.
I mean, we probably would have fucked it up too. But you're not gonna fuck it up.
We don't fuck anything up. So for everything, we
Bye.
fuck everything up.
You're the best.
Mm,
Every time I do anything, it's the way it should be, right?
yeah, you should have control now. Regis.
Manny? There we go.
I did it. I'm feeling the pool
Yeah.
lava.
All right, so you walk in, and like I said, there's 20, 25 people kind of milling about this room,
Is anyone looking
essentially
at me?
waiting for
The show.
waiting for Tanis to.
And you said Tannis is in that top left corner?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm gonna awkwardly approach and be like,
Hey
Hey.
girl, hey.
Hey, boy.
oh,
You
wait, sorry.
start-
Dude,
you start.
hang on. Sorry. I am so sorry. This might have been like way too retroactive. I'm assuming I would have changed out of my Thea clothing at home, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think you talked about that last time, so.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. But I am wearing my crystal Hand of Bane necklace that teleports me. Although I never used it, and the way Zach reacted to his own sentence of, I can't wait till one of you guys tries each one of those. I'm a little nervous to see what happens. But anyway.
That's just a mind game he plays to try and make us not do stuff.
Oh, I've been waiting for opportunity to use it.
Because the thing is Zach doesn't want us to have fun. That's the thing.
That's exactly right.
So he tries to
I
get
don't
us to not have fun, but we just have to say no and just have fun anyways.
It's true. It's true. Don't be afraid. Nothing bad ever happens to this group.
Exactly.
Nothing bad.
No,
Nobody
never.
ever dies.
Did you say so?
Kill people.
Hey, I've never died. Have you ever died, Galen?
Nothing like that.
Can't say I have.
Let's be honest. The person that you would have voted most likely to die is Thuray, and he's not dead. So
True, and he's drunk all the time. And he can't throw a trident, but he's a sailor.
Figure that
Very
one out.
sad.
Figure that one out.
To be a sailor.
It is. It's a required.
It's part of sailor training.
Hit
All
them
right,
with that fucking trident.
All right, rig the mast. Now throw the trident. What? Do it.
So as you kind of like break through the people that are surrounding him, Tanis sees you and goes, "Gregor, my boy," and walks forward and actually like hugs you.
Jesus, I am royalty at this place.
As you get closer, you see that now he's wearing kind of this like straight up from like a fantasy, like a bad fantasy movie, like an open like dark trench coat with like open chested. He's actually like very fit for a guy his age.
Hot damn.
But you can see different tattoos and whatnot underneath.
Damn, the hand. They should call you the chest, boy.
He proceeds to kind of like usher you over to him, right? You see a couple people behind him. He kind of looks around the room, goes just 1 second, and proceeds to like check on some of the runes written on the floor that you now notice are definitely written in blood. And slightly glowing. And he proceeds kind of like checking them. And leans over and asks one of his compatriots and says, ready? Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, what are those runes, Dennis? Wait, first of all, how's it going? I wish to shake his hands. Thanks for inviting me.
He's like, thank you for coming. I didn't think you would. It's actually, like I said, it's nice to have someone who's another true believer here with us.
It hurts my brain. Like, just hearing it makes me like, sorry.
He kind of turns and he's like, my brothers, my sisters.
Oh no, he's gonna talk about me. Oh, no.
We're here tonight on the festival, the eve of the Festival of Remembrance. Tonight, we begin our final act, a final push to show the island just how useless and pathetic Thea is. Kind of looks over and he's like, sorry, of course. I know you have a confusing relationship, but... Turns back and he goes, family. Tomorrow, we show this island what war really is. We show this island what it's like to truly worship. Here with us tonight, we have Gregor, a man who was a cleric, a priest, a brother that worshipped Bane. While Bane is fierce and angry and war incarnate, he also is understanding. Gregor had his concerns. He got pulled into a worship with a false idol. He was still here. He still worships with us. Still decided to come be here with us as we take this step forward. Now, you all have your individual assignments. I haven't let any of you know exactly what was being done, or what each other person was doing. This was for safety, of course. Both yours and ours. Tomorrow, follow those instructions. Tonight, I will give you a taste of the power that is Bane. He kind of goes over and he puts his hand on Gregor's shoulder. He goes, Gregor. Sorry, you're laughing. Gregor.
No, dude, this is super intense.
I am sorry to ask this of you. But to power this ritual, we do need the blood of one who has turned away from Bane. Do you willingly?
Yeah. Roll my arm.
Yep.
Over. He pulls off his like trench coat, and you see that he is on his back is a large black tattooed hand that reaches all the way up and down his back. He comes over and he cuts your arm
Off.
He's not Voldemort.
blood runs down into the stonework and it leads you over and places it over the glowing edge of the circle. As your blood begins to hit, the blue light gets brighter and brighter, tinges with red. And finally, you see that blue light seep into the stonework and pull down until it coalesces in the center of the circle. And then in an instant, it turns blood red and seems to almost drop into the stone below it, leaving this empty, dripping hole in the material of the plane. You hear a rumble.
Did I just do a bad
And a glow
thing?
of red from below. And then a large hand
Oh no.
pulls up. Another one. And then a large shape pulls and throws itself up, landing. This creature has 4 hooves, like a horse, except its upper half is beastly and almost bull-like. It has 2 wicked horns coming off of its head and a mouthful of fangs. From its behind, there is a scorpion tail hanging, a blade on the end. On its back are 2 small creatures. They look like children as they look out, clinging to the sides of this creature. They have smiles and sunken eyes. White faces with slate cracks in the skin where you see a glowing red underneath.
Jesus.
And the other one kind of goes, "Yes, we are." The monster is like, "Ugh, you two will never." He takes and grabs them and throws them into the pits of lava.
Shit.
Okay, that's hot.
Get it? Because lava.
It takes and it looks at Tanis and goes, You're the one that called us. What is it that you want? Tanis looks and goes. Doesn't flinch at all as he looks up at this 8-foot-tall creature. I called you to help us wreak havoc on this island in the name of Bane. And this creature looks down and goes. A wicked smile spreads across his lips. And goes. Ah. Is everything ready? Tanis goes. Of course. Tomorrow we make a final move. He looks down and goes. I'll make sure the troops are ready. Looks out. His tail whips forward and smashes into the chest of one of the followers next to him. He takes and lifts it up and throws the body down into the pit.
Jesus.
Everyone is in a frenzy at this point. They're yelling for blood.
Gosh.
It takes and it goes. And snaps its head looking at you, Gregor.
I knew this was gonna fucking happen.
As it steps over towards you, looks down. Little leader, why is there someone here tainted by another god? Tennis is like, he was forced into a deal with Thea. He is still here with us. He is still worships Bane. It spins, looks at you again. What is your name, traitor?
Give me a second. You're freaking the fuck out. I'm Gregor Kulinov.
Gregor. You still worship Bane.
I do.
Then as a test, looks around. Quickly lashes out his tail and pulls somebody close. Grabs them by the back of the neck and just holds them in front of you. Their feet are dangling and they struggle. Looks and goes, murder them.
This is a moment I've been waiting for months. Can I desiccate them now? The thing I did to Phil?
With your ability?
Yeah, I haven't done it at all since that moment. I feel like I've built up
So yes, you can. So this is the deal I've made with Natty, on destroy water. Anything
create destroy water. Yeah.
CR1 or below, he can do it too. Once a day, or something like that. So yes,
like
you
once
can.
Yeah. I think we started with like one test session, or one yeah, because it could like it should be super rare was the idea. Don't just like use it all the time.
The person that the creature is holding is a 20-something human woman. She just kind of she's trying to like spin around, but he's got her back the back of the neck. She's absolutely terrified.
I reach down. I'm well, I hear a weird. Did I notice that weird feedback? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hear that, yeah.
I reach down. I'm assuming we're in the underforge. There's like dirt over the place. I'm assuming there's like dirt on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I scoop up a little pile of dirt, hold it in my hand, and I make the intonation. And I don't know what happened. I guess the thing wouldn't glow because I had the sand to do it with, right? My Thea marking wouldn't glow.
No, it would glow.
That's awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my Thea tattoo glows blue, my eyes glow blue, and I guess she looks like she's aging rapidly. All the water disappears from her body. She shrivels up into like nothing, a dry mummy cut.
The entire crowd is cheering for you at this point. The creature looks at you, sniffs the gun. Turns back to Tannis and goes, if he makes the wrong move, kill him. Then proceeds to leap back into the pit.
Oh.
The top takes and solidifies back into stone, and the glowing around the circle just diminishes. Everyone is shouting and screaming. Tennis goes, there you have it! Our new brother. Our new general. Go. Make havoc tonight. And be ready for tomorrow, when the real war begins. At this, everybody starts kind of beginning to filter out.
I would like to come out of my closed ice and tell everybody they're getting ready to leave and cause havoc in the whole city and stuff.
I'd like to go to Tannis and see if he has a moment to talk.
Okay. He looks at you and goes, brother, I'm rather glad you aren't dead.
You and me both. Who was the woman that I killed just now?
Her name was Heather. She was a florist, I believe.
Is there going to be an investigation now? Their disappearance?
By the time we're done, no one will be looking for a single death.
Also, I don't have a task. What exactly are we trying to accomplish tomorrow?
Why, what else would Vane want? We're bringing war to the island of Bashara.
You can try to split up the factions? The different bear factions?
It's a little more complicated. We have more things in line. For your safety and ours, I would prefer to keep the whole of the secrets, or the whole of the plan, to myself. However, if you wish to work towards tomorrow's festivities, I'd be more than willing to give you a job.
I think I've earned one.
Say again? Sorry.
I think I've earned one.
I still didn't understand what you said.
I think I have earned one.
Oh. He goes, yes, I believe you have. You've bled more for the cause than most of us have. They're all good and loyal worshippers, of course, but they don't understand true devotion. He proceeds to take and write down a couple of names. He goes, gives you the piece of paper and says, find these two tomorrow before noon. They will give you instructions on what they're doing, and you will be part of their group.
Alright. Oh, one more thing. What would you have done if I hadn't been here for the blood of one who turned away from me?
He looks and he goes, I know of one or two others in the flock that are not true worshippers. We, of course, keep track of them. Feed them what we want them to know. And misdirect them when we want to. Of course, it would have been sad to have killed one of them, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Well, you lost at least 2 followers tonight. Heather and whoever that creature threw into the pit.
The one that the creature grabbed initially was one of the traders. You seem to be able to smell it even from there.
Gotcha.
There
Oh,
was
really?
just a side effect of what's going on.
DM note. Do I know what that creature was? Know my clerical training, my history with Bane.
Yes. Make a religion check with advantage.
Wow, I rolled 2 d20s. I got the same fucking number. I got a 9.
Jeez.
A 9.
A 9.
You don't know what it is specifically. You know that Bane keeps a number of a few armies of demons at his beck and call, but that's about it.
Damn it! And now I rolled a 17 and an 18.
Well, that's unfortunately too bad.
I know.
For the record, everybody,
Mm-hmm.
this is what Gregor saw.
Yeah, but really only Rogar would see it, right? Or would know. Pretty dope.
I know it's probably hard to see my little tablet, but
What's it
So-
called?
he goes, is there anything else that you need tonight, Brother Gregor? I unfortunately have much to accomplish and much to do.
No, brother, it's all good. I think I'm gonna go take a walk.
Okay. He claps you on the shoulder again, and then turns back to the two people that he was with and proceeds to start talking to them in kind of hushed whispers.
I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna walk away from where I think my group is, in case anyone's watching.
Okay.
Did anyone else hear that sound?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is that?
I don't know. I'm
What's
sure.
it sound like?
I'm moving all your like volumes up and down whenever I hear it to try and figure out who it is.
Weird.
It's like a weird staticky noise.
Like a helicopter noise.
Is that-
Oh, might be
else-
computer.
Does anyone else keep hearing like the Discord bleeps?
Mm-hmm.
I do
Oh,
hear
yeah.
that.
Probably
Yeah.
also my computer.
Chase, get your shit together.
I know.
Son of a bitch.
Probably have to wear
Get your
wear
shit
my
put together.
earphones.
At least
Professional
some
live
earbuds.
stream.
Maybe you don't have to do the over the ear ones, but
God damn it!
So, you guys proceed to
Gall
kind
darn
of
it.
like move about, and eventually rendezvous, of course.
who needs a medical license when you got style?
What?
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait and talk to all the followers as they come out. No, I'm just kidding.
gonna say- Well, I was planning on staying on that.
Have you found Thea? Would
I
you
was
like to hear the word of art? I'm sorry. Please.
I was planning on staying on that roof. But as soon as like, could me and Zara see Rogar or like see our party members from where we were, where they were hanging out? No.
No.
Okay. So I guess as soon as I started seeing people pouring out, like or at least one person come out, I probably like take kind of a lower stance and just kind of peek as like low as I can over,
Yeah.
and just watch.
Okay. I want everybody to make a stealth check.
Me, including me. Zach,
What?
including me.
Not you, no.
22.
I
14.
got a 16.
I got a 1.
No.
Oh no!
Like a natural one.
All right, give me. Fuck.
No.
Stealth check at disadvantage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, heavy armor.
Arrgh.
I had a 16 and a 1, so
Oh no.
I should have just lied.
Damn paladins and their truth.
So,
Fighters, sorry.
you proceed to like try to lean against the wall and look nonchalant as like people kind of push like are walking past. Just a few, some people are walking down the street, and proceed to just kind of step wrong a little bit and then fall over. There's a loud clanking. There was a couple people walking down the main street that kind of look at you, and then notice that there's like a whole fucking group of people just chilling here. And they kind of like whisper to each other.
Do I see this going down?
And yes.
Okay.
Yes, you do. And the one whispers to the other, and one of the people begins to run back down the street.
Oh shit.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm just gonna
go.
Yep.
Did I see that too?
No, you're still inside. This is like these were like two of the last stragglers, but they were still out before you because you stayed around and talked to Tanas.
Okay, so I'm walking towards the door.
Huh?
I'm like walking towards the exit.
Yeah. So you're still inside, but like.
Are you having a hard time hearing me?
No, you're just talking fast, and for some reason with my mic, or
Gotcha.
with my speaker, it's not picking up terribly well.
Gotcha.
Anyways, so you see one of them run back down, and another one is kind of stands and goes. Who are you?
To me?
To you guys in the alleyway. Specifically, it reaches and goes. Who are you?
I'm just gonna kind of like pretend like I'm drunk and just kind of look up and be like, you wanna? How do I'm just trying to get home. Oh gosh, I drank too much today.
Make a deception check.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna like whisper to Zara, like, we have to get ready to move.
I got a 17.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, what's the plan?
Run.
Okay. 17.
Yep.
Kind of goes. Okay. Who are the rest of you?
Like,
Thray literally just puts his hand up with like a bottle and it's just like, I'm his drinking buddy.
Just gonna like look back and be like, yeah, he's reason I'm drunk.
One day I want to see Kyler actually drunk just to see if I'm just like, I'm so drunk.
What are the other two of you gonna do?
Straight up pretending to be asleep.
I like it.
Just
I,
snoring and
I
everything.
Just kind of stumble and trip on my face.
Oh,
Just falls
okay,
over.
make a deception check.
Ooh.
No.
Got a 7.
Literally just kind of falls over.
The first bad roll I ever remember Rogar making.
You do trip, but your arms kind of flash out to catch yourself instinctively, and you don't like smash your face into the ground. You just kind of like, the guy kind of looks and goes.
I'm okay.
I think you should leave. Oh no, stay. I don't. Cassandra. Just stay right there.
Can I just... jeez.
I don't know, what are you guys gonna do?
I have an idea, but it's really dumb.
Am I excited?
Do the
Go
dumb
for
thing.
it.
I don't think Erbil would do it yet. If he did, he's gonna do it.
So at this point, most of the street is like pretty empty. These were two of the last stragglers.
There's only two
Gregor
of
has
them.
now. Gregor, you have reached the door, as the woman named Cassandra reaches the door and begins talking to the half-orc woman. God, what was her fucking name?
Fuck.
Volan. She's like,
Wait,
Volan,
Bolin.
there was. She's like, Volan, there was a group of men out in one of the alleyways out there. We saw them. You should get tennis, and we should take care of them. And Volan just kind of looks and goes, "Don't worry, we know they're there. Just go home."
Hang on, doesn't Bolin know them?
Volan knows this woman because
No.
she's part of the cult.
Doesn't Bolin? She saw Regis and Roga earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't give him ideas.
No, I just okay. Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I know those guys.
So what is she?
Cassandra's kind of like, "Oh, okay. Okay." And then proceeds to walk back and grabs her computer and is like, "Come on." And he's like, "But they," and I know, "Come on." And proceeds to kind of usher him away.
Wait, so what was that thing that what did she usher away? Who was that? The guy with the voice?
The guy that was talking to, that was like trying to get you guys to stay there, and proceeds to kind of like pull them away. Presumably just, whoa.
Yikes.
Jesus. I wonder if that's my computer. Cause that just happened when
Okay, I just read my. I'm sure it's not mine.
Are we haunted?
Definitely.
I have
Awesome.
probably.
the ghost of Bjorn and
Ghost of-
By the angriest
And Zirzi.
centaur creature you've ever seen.
It's Zirzi. He's in the walls.
Oh god, that's creepy.
Let's are you guys gonna do anything?
I'm just sitting up top, kind of watching, waiting,
Okay.
waiting to react.
Gregor,
Yeah,
unless
wait.
you want to talk to Volan, you can.
yeah. So I hear them talking about people and I was hang on. There's people outside.
Volan kind of looks at you and goes, "Sound again."
That is so annoying. Is it me?
I think it's Chase.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't know what it is.
It's my computer fan, probably.
No.
Is that better?
Oh, should probably adjust.
Better for now, yeah.
Or,
Wait, why aren't you using your awesome mic?
no, I
Yes.
am using my awesome mic.
Oh, is
Where's
it
it
picking up
actually
your
go?
computer fan?
Yeah, I'm using my speakers too, so I need to get my earplugs back.
Gotcha. Anyway, so if she, so we're not. So hang on. So are there people outside?
She looks and goes, just nods.
I might know who they are. Can I see
She
the
looks at
people?
you, and then proceeds to shut the door.
Before I can leave?
Yeah. Dennis. Tannis kind of like, "Yes, Sister Volan. Come here."
Can I hear this going on?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, I've been locked in the room with large.
Was I able to see like Gregor get like shut in or anything?
Nope.
Damn.
Arima would have.
Okay, I probably at that point I probably start doing something like do the bird whistles from before, the trying to get his attention. Regis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can I
Does it
hear
work?
him at least?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I just
So
go. I go.
Like,
And
get
then
out.
Is he looking up at the sky like, should I leave?
And then I proceed to leap off the building into the street.
Okay. Zara scrambles down after you.
Okay. And then I just I run towards them, and like full sprint and say like, let's go, and just keep running past.
I'm just gonna kind of be like, what about Gregor though?
He knows how to get home.
Okay.
Are you
Get
guys
up.
all following him?
Yeah.
I'm
I'll
gonna
get up.
quickly stand up and try to jump onto Regis's back because I can't run very fast.
Just gonna pick him up and then just start running after Airmail.
Okay.
And then I'd say we probably run till we get maybe like 4 or 5 blocks away.
Okay.
Not like all the way home. And then
Mhm.
just kind of lie low for a little bit.
Okay. Gregor, Tannis comes up and is like, Sister Volan, why are you preventing Brother Gregor from leaving? He just proved his devotion. And she goes, he says that he knew the people waiting outside. Is this true, Brother Gregor?
Yeah, Tennis, remember when we first met and I was with a group of people?
Yes.
We were on the ship together. We got to be kind of close.
Yes.
I didn't know what tonight was going to be all about. I didn't really know you that well, and I asked them just to kind of hang out in case I needed backup. I didn't tell them what it was or what we're doing here. Just
Make a deception check
With advantage.
with advantage
Aha! Charisma.
why with advantage?
because
Enhance ability.
Galen cast a spell on you.
Oh yeah. Awesome. So all right, I'm not gonna roll 2 dice at once anymore because I feel like that went poorly. So I'll just roll one. A natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
Plus
Do it
2
again.
Plus yeah. So yeah, 22 total.
Okay. He kind of goes, Gregor, how much exactly do they know?
They know that I've been hanging out a lot with you. I told them you invited me to come to a meeting with people I might enjoy hanging out with. You wouldn't go somewhere new like this without having backup, would you?
No, I wouldn't. But it still concerns me that outsiders know that it was being held here.
I apologize for that, but I didn't know you that well. I didn't know what I was going to face when I got here.
I would like you to bring them back here. We would have words.
Okay.
Go.
Like right now? Oh, okay, cool. I step around, roll it, and drive open the door.
Excuse me. Scoot past you here.
All very Midwestern, just like, oh, just let me sneak past you.
Just let me sneak past.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you pop on through.
And they're gone, right?
Yeah, so you get there and they're gone.
Oh, we were fucking this up so hard.
I'm gonna stick my head back in the door and be like, I think they got scared away. I'll go find them.
Tennis is unamused and it's just like,
I'm not trying to be funny. Like, they're not here. They got scared away. I'll go find them.
get them and bring them back as soon as you can.
Cool.
If you are not back within, I would say a couple hours,
Did he just check his watch?
I will
His
consider
magical
you.
watch?
I will consider you a traitor.
Ah.
Sun,
Okay.
sundial.
So, I'll be back.
Position of the moon. I don't know.
Did they? We had a rendezvous spot, right? That wasn't.
Presumably just back at the house.
Gotcha. So I guess I'll start walking home. I don't know what direction it is compared to where they ran. And I have no way to get in contact with them. Guys?
Oh,
Guys, can
hey,
you hear me?
while we're like kind of lying low, I'm gonna like tell Rogar, hey Rogar, can you like check into Gregor's eyes right now and see what he's looking at? See if he's okay.
Can they hear me?
I close my eyes and I look through Gregor's eyes.
You see him attempting to make his way back to you guys.
Okay. He looks like he's coming towards us.
Oh, okay.
Thrag casts sending. And it's just like, hey buddy,
Can I
where
respond?
you at? You just hear this inside your head, Gregor.
That's unsettling. I don't like it. Can I respond?
Short response.
Yeah. Short response.
Where am I
25
headed?
minutes less.
Where are you guys?
Back at the house. Everything okay?
I thought they went 4 blocks.
Or sorry, he can't say that back. You can't respond. Or you
Wait,
can
I-
respond, but I can't respond.
Yeah, like it's like a once there, once
Yeah.
back, and then the spell ends.
So Thrag's like,
I didn't know that.
so you say,
Where are
hey,
you
where are
guys?
you guys? And Thrag's like, ah, fuck. And proceeds to cast it again. Because who needs spell slots?
Right?
For the record, as a warlock, so warlocks only get 2 spell slots.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just burned both those on saying.
Yep.
So sends it back to you and goes and it's just like, we're back at the house. I can't respond again.
We're not back at the house though.
We're not back
Yeah,
there.
that's what I thought.
Okay,
It's
I
almost
explain. You know, we're at the corner of such and such street, in an alley. I can't respond again. Come to us. We'll wait.
Alright, so I go jogging quickly over there.
You find us. Back. God damn it.
Guys, alright. So,
What went on in there?
I'll explain later. For now, you guys got caught, I guess, and I need you to come back with me. And basically, I told him that I didn't know what was going on at the meeting, and I invited you guys to be my backup just in case something went down. I told him that you guys don't know anything about it. He's just a cool guy that I met, and he invited me to a meeting full of like-minded people, and that you guys were along just in case we need to go, bolt out of here. And I need to bring you back, or else we're all gonna die.
Sounds like he's just gonna murder us.
A little bit. Yeah, it sounds definitely like a murder house scenario.
Hey, he's like the head of a Bane cult. What's the worst that could happen?
Maybe we murder him first.
Yeah,
I was
Gregor.
gonna say we
what's
can go
the
back
worst
and
that can
murder
happen?
him.
The worst that can happen is that you guys get thrown to the pit of hell, actually. I'm not sure if that's worse than death. I would imagine it is. I don't actually know. I haven't been there.
It is.
Okay.
There's,
Sounds like the worst
there's a pit of
experience.
hell.
What if
It's just a pit of hell.
what if we try to trick him and say we were testing him to join our cult?
Well,
Reverse psychology.
I think that that sounds like a pedal to the floor drive straight into the mouth of hell.
Our
Do they
cult
know
involves
how many
sneaking
of us
around
were
other
there?
cults.
No, I don't know how much to start with you. If I'm not back with you guys in, I don't even know which of you they saw. If I'm not back with you guys in a couple hours, I'm gonna be considered a traitor. I don't really care that much because,
Should
of
we
what
all?
happened.
Should we all go?
No. Well, I don't know. Who got seen?
Because it's me.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
much.
of course, Galen.
Yeah, they saw. I think they saw you too, Galen, even though you were trying to sleep.
Yeah, I was not doing a very good job of pretending, apparently.
How long has it been since I left?
Maybe 15 minutes.
Alright, so we have a little bit of time. What do? Do we keep pressing this ruse? Or do we not go back?
Okay, so I'm gonna say something a little controversial. Okay, guys,
Okay.
I'm on your side, but the whole like political scene on this island doesn't really rub me the right way.
It's pretty fucked up. It's super messed up
weird.
for sure.
And the fact that they just kind of like summoned Gregor, and all of a sudden we have to like stop all these uprisings just for them, even though we don't really know a whole lot about them, just as much as we don't know about this Bane cult. Even though Bane cult murders people, which is kind of worse, kind of just like defaultly. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know the inner workings of how bad the Thea people are. If they do shit like that too, I don't know. But either way, it's like I don't know. Like,
I mean, Zara, so why don't we ask her? Zara, do you allow for other religions on the island?
She was. The worship's the only one that's endorsed by the state. I mean, we don't put down other religions, but considering the storms and everything that she's doing, it's just pretty widely accepted.
From the broad point of view of we shouldn't let Bane followers put a demon into the world, I feel like that's a pretty good excuse.
yeah, you got a good point.
But you're not wrong. There's something effed up about this island.
What did you, out of curiosity, what did you learn, Gregor?
Oh.
Did you figure out what they're gonna do?
Yep. You just said.
I
What did you
didn't.
say about a
There
demon?
I'm sorry?
What did you just say about a demon?
Oh, did Rogar
You just
have
kind
any?
of, you just kind of dropped that in there. What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Demons?
oh, am I still bleeding, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now that you mention that, that's weird.
Okay. I think I did a bad thing. Or maybe. I don't really know.
I did an oopsie. That's on me.
So I walked in. There's people. Everyone is kind of really pathetic with their hoods up and trying to. But you remember the guy, the baker that we
Tannis.
liked so much? Yeah, he's the cult leader.
Yeah, we talked about this.
We did. Excellent. So he had ruins on the floor in a circle, and they were glowing, and there was blood in them. And he said, "We need the blood of someone who turned away from Bane." And I offered my arm because I thought, "What's gonna happen next? It's gonna be super cool." Not expecting what happened next at all. Cuts the arm, blood comes down, it congeals, it forms a portal to somewhere horrible, and a giant minotaur-looking thing breaks its way in, and it grabbed a person who I found out later was a non-believer, threw him into the portal, whatever, the hole, into horrifying, and I don't know what happened to him. And then he smelled my non-baneness and proved my worth. He held the woman in front of me, and I did the fill thing to her.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
And by the way, as I said that, I turned around and started vomiting because that was no bueno.
Oh,
So there's a demon, there's a hole, and you murder somebody.
What happened to the demon?
The demon went back in the hole disappeared, but the demon promised he'd be ready tomorrow with an army.
oh,
It's not great.
That changes things.
Right.
okay. So here's
Right. We should-
Say what you will about the political situation. I don't particularly think we should unleash a bunch of demons.
here's my retort.
Retort.
What can we do at this point about a demon portal?
True.
I mean,
We can. I mean, we could take out the Bane people if we can. Does that stop the? I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. But what if we can we like convince Tannis to stop
Not
it?
destroy the world.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, not obviously not with our words. We probably have to force him. But like, I don't know. Is that the option?
I'm not sure this is a thing. Other than killing every single member of the cult, and I didn't get a look at most of their faces. I don't know if this is a thing we can stop. I don't know. What do you fight? I guess the Church of Thea would be our biggest ally,
Probably.
right?
church and the kingdom as
And
well.
the kingdom, the
probably.
people who gave us this quest in the first place.
The question now is, we have about an hour, I'm guessing. What do we do immediately? I
Okay,
think.
what can we do? Should we tell Zara? We should send her to
Yes.
tell some. You should go tell somebody about this.
I give her my. Oh, do I have it with me? My chip.
Marna?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, go tell Marna.
my
Okay.
I gave her my chip from the librarian that gives access to the castle.
She takes it. She's like, okay.
To give you access to the thing. Go tell Marna. Does your church? Are there any clerics of Thea here?
We don't have any clerics. We told you.
Yeah, I remember now. Oh god.
You're the only one we've seen that has access to her majesty.
I think. Oh god, I can't believe I'm about to say it.
Well, there's got to be an army, right? I mean, there's so many bear people. Yeah, because the bear dogs are like the army.
So well, he kept saying he wanted to bring war to Pashara.
Right. So we
and
need...
what and Bane was all about pitting the strong against the weak, or pitting people against each other, pitting groups against each other, so only the strong come out of it. I'm thinking he wants to start a civil war between the bear groups. But
And
I think
he's dropping the atom bomb that is a demon army into the middle of that.
yeah, I was unclear, and I actually meant to ask you, DM, but it was too captivating. If he said, if the demon said the army will be ready, or if the demon said to Tanis, make sure the army is ready. I didn't quite catch that.
He said that the army will be ready.
Okay, so I got that right. Damn it, I was hoping I was wrong. Anyway, I think that if an unveiling of the One may bring people together and unite them against what happens tomorrow. The question is, how do we do it? And is that a good idea, first of all? And if it is, how do we do it?
I have nothing. I don't know. I don't know what the best idea is.
This thing is happening tomorrow.
Obviously, we have to go talk to your boss, or talk to Tanis.
Maybe the demon army doesn't need Tanis to be summoned.
That's what
that's
what I'm wondering.
Yeah. Okay. So those of you that were seeing, I think you get.
I was gonna say I was up on a roof, so I could always hang back, just to be. I don't know. Unless, but if shit goes down, I kind of want to be there to help you guys.
Okay.
Why do we have to go back to Tanis at all?
Because if he told me that if I don't come back, he'll consider me a traitor, and I don't really know what that means. I mean, I'm sure it means I'll die, but I don't know what it means, like, in terms of the plan.
Well,
he gave me the names of 2 people to join their group for whatever they're gonna do tomorrow. But even if I stop those 2 people, I don't know how much that stops what that effect I would have on the whole thing.
Well, Galen's got a good point. What if we all just went to the kingdom and the Team Thea now, and just tell them everything?
Team Thea, assemble!
Because we kind of got. Well, I guess we. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what Saris wanted us to do, was get information on these people. But didn't they also want us to take them out? But I don't know if we can at this point.
He said if you could, but more they just wanted to have some idea of what was going to happen.
Because at this point, I don't know if a demon army is coming, I don't know if we have the power to stop that. Just with us. But we can tell them, and they can get a group, a force together, or just prepare in some way for this.
Okay, I think a couple of things. One, I think you're right. I'm worried that if I don't go back, he'll speed up the timeline and maybe try to do it tonight. I don't know.
I don't know if he can.
I don't know if he can either. In any case, I think you're totally right. We have to tell Marna. And then I think tomorrow I'm going to need help from Thea. I feel like this is going to be her moment to shine.
Well, you better do some convincing, because you just kind of rejoined the old team for a second there.
Oh god, I did a bad thing.
Well, that's a Gregor thing. I'm not going to worry too much about that.
Yeah. Also, I don't know how many there are. There were like 20 some people in the room, but
If I was
I
counting Zach while I was up on the roof, would you say I could like kind of confirm that was watching people coming out?
You saw maybe 10 to 15 come out the front door.
I see. There were
and
other
you
doors.
did-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So all right.
So,
That's a
So
lot.
so yeah.
so what are you guys doing?
What do you guys think? What do you think, Rogar Regis?
What time of day is it?
I kind of
A
think
little
we should
past midnight.
kill a guy, but maybe we go talk to the king and stuff. There's an army coming.
Hang on. Marna, we should tell. I feel like we should tell the masked man. But that's like less important. Tell Marna, and I feel like we should also tell. Do you remember that young war bear that like kept trying to help us out and getting slapped around by his superiors?
Yeah.
No.
I feel
can't
like
say I do.
I feel like I should find him.
Do you think we could convince
Right.
him that this is a
Right,
serious
kind of.
issue?
Right. Ray's kind of like, I mean, I really feel like we're not gonna go back. We should probably get protection. Also, those people would be good, but we should probably tell other people first. You know, people with armies and guards.
Like the king who no one has seen in a while.
Okay.
Like King, or at least fucking Marna.
Alright,
Okay.
let's go. Alright, so fuck it, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I'm not going back. I'm dead. Let's go tell Marna.
All right. Expediency. We're gonna make our way to Marna
All right, so
turn
you
to-
guys.
through the night city of Pashara. Well, the island
Mhm.
Pashara.
Wait,
Welcome
So you guys
night
proceed
did we,
to.
wait, quick question.
Yeah.
Did we miss the part where they rang the guns and told everyone to go inside because the weird nighttime creatures are coming?
That already happened, I think.
That happened. You haven't
Uh.
heard any signs of a craziness or anything like that. So you guys head back. Okay.
We'll head to
Proceed
Marna.
to proceed to head back. Sure thing.
We should
Get a little
proceed
lip
post-haste.
from the butler, of course. But he leads you to Marna. Marna, there's a knock at the door. Marna opened the door, and you see that she has like a bedroom off of her office. And she's like, "Yes,
Marna, you're at war.
what?"
I tell her what I saw. Should I go
Okay.
through it again?
So at this point, she's, up completely aware and awake by the time by the time you tell her all this, and she's pacing back and forth and goes, "Okay." So you don't know who they are.
Other than Tannis and the dossier you gave us. So, no, we don't actually have more information than what you gave us.
And they call themselves the Hand.
Yes. And they summoned a demon. Oh, and I gave her the two names that Tannis gave me. Wait, hang on.
kind
I
of-
want to look at the list first. Just in case I recognize any of the names.
Okay.
Do I recognize
it
these
was-
names?
The names were Lyon Verna. It was the names of the two halfling jugglers.
Aha.
That we already had.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's not new.
But anyway, give it to her anyway. So I know. He told me to. I took these confirmation on those two. He told me to join these two tomorrow. They give me a task. Except now that we've been here, has it been 2 hours since I left?
At this point, you're getting close. There's not really much time for you to have gotten back.
Yeah, I'm about to be a trader in a minute, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
No, I'm much happier that you came here. She's kind of, you see her kind of stop and think, and she goes, "Saris." Out of a corner behind like some like curtains, you see Saris
That's
shift
creepy,
colors
creepy bastard.
and like step away from the wall.
Ah!
But then he's like,
Damn it, son.
she's like, go.
Do you watch her
Get
while
one
she
of your
sleeps?
get one of your agents to go track Lionel and Brenna, the two jugglers. As for you, go see if maybe we'll get lucky and this Tanis will have been sloppy enough to leave something in his home.
I
After
have a
that, go
thought.
check the Underforge.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Well, it's more for the group than for her. I want to. Well, I'll talk about it anyway. I was thinking about going back to the matchmaker, asking her if she has any insights on tennis. I mean, she must have done this for a lot of people, right?
Marta looks and she's like, the matchmaker only sees the rich and powerful on this island. She doesn't have time to see everyone.
Maybe she knows if any of the rich and powerful on the island are part of the cult. It makes sense, right? Bane is all about conquest and dominance. Maybe one of them thought this would be a good way for them to get on top and match up perfectly.
Maybe.
I mean, possibly, but I feel like in the essence of time, probably not a pretty weak, a weak lead.
Get another one of your spies and go see if you can find Lady Saphira. She goes, gentlemen, thank you for your service to the kingdom. She hands over the gold, and she goes, I have another task for you, which would probably be safer for you and for us. Everyone is here. We cannot stop the masquerade of souls. It's in place. Things between the kingdoms are tense. The tribes are at each other's throats. This is as much a symbolic gesture as it is a event to keep the island from going back to the civil war that we were in before. If this is true, we can be assured that at least one of those multitude from the cult has access to the castle and to some of the nobles. The masquerade is happening tomorrow. Help us guard everyone and try to prevent any major catastrophes. I
think
have
I
been
should-
out and trying to find any semblance, any sort of runic summoning circles, that things we will do. Search the castle top to bottom. But unfortunately, we do need people who might identify members of the cult and who may have other knowledge about it.
I think
Do this?
I think I should be out in the crowd. If something's gonna happen, I feel like being the only cleric of Thea around on an island that sort of by default worships her, I think I might be able to unify and maybe stave off some of the effects of what could lead to civil war.
And what would you tell the masses? That
Stop
someone
killing
that another god is making war on our island? That someone is trying to summon a demon army?
Yes.
And that you yourself are the messiah of Thea?
Yes.
It's not.
Exactly that.
It's not wrong.
Not a bad
I
idea.
don't know how effective it would be, and I hesitate to let you, someone so important, go out and make themselves a target.
It would pull fire away from other people.
It also might get you killed. Obviously, I cannot stop you. I would prefer to have you here, but if you wish to go and try and gather the people, by all means.
Is there now in your limited knowledge of these cultists? Because I know we were more or less sent to find more out about them. But
Yes.
do we know of anything we could do to cripple them? Whether it's food stores or some sort of where they might keep supplies, or they might keep anything that we could cut out that might at least slow their plans, or
I would say we can make raids on their places of work and their apartments, but we can assume that they probably aren't there. From what you told me, it sounds like they're out and already putting the plan into the works.
They were pretty riled up.
See.
well, I guess one thing I mean, Gregor, you could probably confirm this a little more, but based on what you saw from the interior when you went down into that underforge, would you call that their base of operations?
I would, because that's where the portal is. He was pretty pissed off that you guys knew they were there. I don't know how easy it is to move a portal.
Or dispel a portal. Can any of you guys, magic people, do that? I don't know if that's
The
how
other thing
magic
is,
works.
by now, he knows I'm a traitor. And I don't know what that means. I don't know what he'll do. It's a good place to start, but I'm willing to bet if there's a demon army in there, we don't want the police.
Well, that's a good point, though. It's like, if us hoping that maybe that's the only portal we know about.
Oh, maybe
Are there
we
any
can-
powerful magic people around that could help us? I don't know. Mess it up. I don't really know how magic works.
What if we what if we destroy that building and then portal's just covered with building?
You said it was like runes of blood, right? When you described it, Gregor?
Yeah. Yeah.
What if the runes become unintact, broken? Would that break the seal or break the...
Wipe them away.
Can
Yeah.
would I know that? Can I check to see if I know that?
I don't know. Would I know that? I don't even know.
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh.
Natty.
Can I help him with it or no?
No. No. Purely because he was the only one that saw the runic circle.
I got a 5.
The only thing you know is that summoning circle was definitely powered down. It wasn't still glowing or anything like that.
So after the demon went back through it seemed to dissipate, like power down a bit, and
It was just
glowing?
dried blood. It was just dried blood at that point.
Okay, so yeah, the glowing went away. It did blood
Yeah.
turned back into blood, and
Yep.
So I don't know. And I don't know. They need the blood. They need the blood of someone who was a Bane follower and turned away to open it again. I know they have at least one more that they know about. I don't know if they know about the guy we have. We should keep him safe because now he's potentially the guy we have in our.
Oh,
Can Mara
that's
hear me
right.
say this? Did Mara just hear me say that we have to get a captive in our house?
Yes. Yes, she did. She looks at you and goes, "Wait, did you capture one of these?"
Capture is a good
Yes.
word. It's better than kidnapping.
Capture
Yes.
is a good word.
Capture
It was
the
one of the
enemy.
people on the list. It was the messenger. He works for the post.
Oh.
We
Okay.
we caught him on one of his routes and tried to interrogate him to get information. He's still there.
Hang on. We put him in a truth circle, and
Mhm.
he admitted he wasn't into it so much anymore. He's in danger now,
He
and in
could-
addition to being in danger, he's a key to opening that portal. Potentially.
He could be.
If they know where we live, he's also the only one there.
That and
Yeah.
Zap Zap.
No, Zap Zap's
Oh, Zap Zap's with you.
yeah, he's in my bag.
Oh. We should have left him at home.
He's just sleeping. No,
This would be less funny when we go home and find blood everywhere.
I don't want him to get hurt. Zap Zap, I don't care about the messenger. But
So
Oh,
Would I-
can't hear you, Zach.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Marta goes.
Oh.
Wait, can you?
Yeah, like, you're like,
Yeah.
we heard you on a shitty mic for like 2 words, and then it kicked back to your good mic, so it worked out.
Yeah.
Weird.
yeah, you're good. Now.
Marta kind of goes. Okay. Go back to your place. Get that. Bring him back. If he is one of the keys to one of these summonings, we need him here.
Okay,
Can you do that?
sure thing.
Okay. And I think that's a good place to stop him.
All right.
So,
Next
Very
week
nice,
we
guys.
go through the city to get to our house and hope we don't find
Mhm.
anyone
And
else
then-
waiting for us there.
And then we have to go back again with the key.
Yeah.
it's so funny. I keep setting up fucking encounters for you guys, and you keep sidestepping them.
Was I supposed to attack?
I keep trying to like give you fights, and you're like, nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, because you told me.
We're like
Yeah,
super
and I'm like,
sleuths
wait,
now,
wait.
man.
I
Like-
told Zach I was gonna miss tonight, and he goes, "All right, it's fine. You're gonna miss a bitch in fight though." And I was like, "Damn it!"
I
So
was
I mean-
so excited.
Hang on. When I was in the meeting, was I supposed to attack that guy?
I mean, it would have been pretty
honestly,
baller
it
if you
was-
just like cast Shatter like in the middle of that whole room.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be straight up honest. I was not expecting you guys to be like quiet about it. I was expecting you to fucking be like, boom, fuck that door, fuck
We did.
feeding. Yeah,
That
fuck
really
that shit
is.
up.
That is
Um,
kind of a track record.
I saw that opportunity as like, okay, they just closed the door. We got to leave because that's our only shot to get out of here right now. Like otherwise, we got caught. Like that doesn't happen every time. You don't get caught and they just shut the door and like give you a chance to run away. So you take it.
When the guy,
It's
one
alright.
guy was talking to me, I was very close to being like,
Bah.
fuck this, fuck this, yeah.
should I kill him? Should I kill him? I feel like I should kill him.
I should kill him. But
No,
this-
you guys did fucking great. Seriously.
That was awesome. That was tense.
I'm excited because I already have ideas about what I'm gonna do next time.
Nice.
So, this is gonna be
Whew.
fun.
Mhm.
Okay.
Um,
All right, everybody say goodbye to the
So-
stream so I can end it now and then we can talk.
bye.
Bye, everybody.